Hi, my name is Rob, and this is my review of Catwoman 42. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we first practice to deceive. Sir Walter Scott. There's an excellent scene from The Godfather Part 2 with the characters Michael Corleone and Tom Hagen discussing family business. In that scene, two main things are happening. The first is a discussion of murdering an enemy of the family, where Michael says, "I don't feel I have to wipe out everyone, Tom. Just my enemies." The second main thing is the underlying component of loyalty between Michael and Tom, something Tom even briefly remarks about. This scene comes to mind as I read Catwoman number 42, with the main themes of duplicity, loyalty, and family current throughout the issue. Writer Genevieve Valentine continues her second arc on Catwoman with issue 42 as we see Selina Kyle continue to build her empire in the Gotham City underworld as head of the Calabrese Crime Family. The first arc in issue 41 saw Selina rely heavily upon her own scheming to move pieces across chessboard, but even Selina realizes eventually that a game of chess cannot be won by the queen alone. Issue 42 sees Selina doing something that's rare for her, except perhaps with Batman, and that's putting her trust in others. Whether it's her relying on Antona, having faith in her secret alliance with the Penguin, Selina realizes she cannot fight her war against Black Mask alone. Quote, "A general only wins wars with the right lieutenants," unquote. Issue 42 sees many stories being woven together as we see the aftermath of Selina pinning the Falcons against Black Mask and the consequences of that. What I appreciate about Valentine's storytelling is her ability to weave these events together and show how they are connected. Selina's actions have consequences, and dealing with the other family's reluctance to have the Falcons back in the fold is a major part of that. Selina Powers continues to grow in issue 42, and then even some characters in the story are beginning to wonder about what happens if it's left unchecked. Ward remarks at one point, "Heads of families always say that before they turn tyrants." Valentine is also dealing with three other major subplots at the same time. There's developments by Detective Alvarez in his quest to bring mob-owned police to justice. We also have the interaction between Selina and Ikio. Valentine also touches upon Selina's mission to find out what happened to Batman if he's still alive. So certainly there's a lot of juggling going on here in issue 42, and it's become even more complex in this multi-layered story with the addition of being left wondering who's betraying who. After all, how long can Selina rely on the Penguin of all people? Something else that Valentine has accomplished through her run in Catwoman so far that's worth noting is the threat and power that the crime families of Gotham City offer. Not since the Long Halloween has the crime families of Gotham been so well written and often up a great deal of intrigue to the reader. While it's certainly entertaining to see Batman as Mattress Malone go undercover in the mob, Valentine having Selina attempt to take over the Gotham City underworld is a unique story that could be told with no other. The crime families of Gotham have been fleshed out excellently during this run, and Black Mask is a legitimate threat to Selina's empire. Loyalty is the thread that runs through all of these storylines in Valentine's run, especially in Catwoman number 42. Selina puts the trust in her lieutenants to help her fight her war and expects loyalty in return. Selina betrays the loyalty of some around her, either through her lives or her actions. Loyalty, or lack thereof, is a critical component between Selina and Ikio. Even the Penguin gets a word in edgewise about loyalty in issue 42, remarking, quote, "Loyalty must be a terrible thing," unquote. Loyalty is a valuable currency in the vicious Gotham City underworld, but all currencies have their limits, as all the characters, especially Selina, will soon certainly find out. Family, or lack thereof, is another thread that runs through issue 42. There's the obvious thread with Selina trying to run the Calabrese Crime Family. However, there's the thread between Ikio and her own family. In addition, the family thread runs through its spoiler, as she has no family, and the impact that has on her actions. Family may be blood, but as we already learned in Valentine's run, blood doesn't supersede everything. It's also worth noting the highly anticipated confrontation between Selina and Spoiler, aka Steph Brown, the first since Batman Eternal, was well done. Spoiler's entry into the ecosystem that Selina is trying to uphold could have serious consequences to her being an unpredictable variable. In a world that is heavily reliant on knowing the actions of those around you, Spoiler could arguably be the most dangerous threat to Selina's empire in the long term. As Selina draws all of these characters, Antona, Ikio, etc., close to her, the question remains of how this will change the chessboard. A review of Catwoman would not be complete without a brief discussion of David Messina and the rest of the art team's work. In my review of 41, I remarked that Messina's art has a film noir-like quality to it, and that remains true. However, Messina does a fantastic job of showing in issue 42 that he can step outside the film noir and showcase Selina's fighting skills as well. The character's expressions in issue 42 are particularly well done, and I've come to really enjoy Messina's version of the Penguin. Messina draws the character in such a way that reminds you there's a certain humor to the character, but he's also equally dangerous as well as playing his own game with his own motivations. Messina also deserves a great deal of credit for his depiction of Selina Kyle. After 2 issues, the reader can see the gradual change in Selina through Messina's artwork. Selina's emotional pain resonates in the panels. Lee Louthridge's coloring work is astounding and also well done throughout the issue. Messina's artwork and Louthridge's colors help give Valentine's words that unique feel that set it apart from other comics. So, final thoughts. Genevieve Valentine's Catwoman is one of the best well-written comics being produced in the industry currently. Valentine's Selina Kyle is a powerful character, and her story arc in this run is one of the best in comics right now. Messina's art is strong and helps enrich the characters. Read this story. You seriously will not regret it. While Catwoman 41 is the jumping on point for this arc, it's certainly worthwhile to go back and read Valentine's first arc as well, starting with issue 35. I would give Catwoman 42 a 9.5 out of 10. But that's just my thoughts. What did you think of Catwoman 42? Comment below and let me know what you think.